Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Osas Azeta. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey friend, thank you so much for clicking to watch my video again, and you're welcome to today's video. Today's video is kind of special. It's a little bit different from what I usually do. I'm very into my vlogs and lifestyles. I'm a new immigrant here in Canada, so I like to share how I'm settling in and all of that. I did get some messages asking me to do a video about how I landed a job, so it's really great that you guys are connecting with me. I'm happy about that. Please, I would also like to get requests as well. If you want me to do a video about anything, just send me a message and I get right to it. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. First thing you want to do is prepare your resume. Resumes or the CV style is quite different from what we have back at home. You want to prepare your resume and change it to the North American style or maybe the Canadian style. You also want to have someone audit your resume. Remember then when I was preparing my resume, I had to ask one of my friends who's like really she has like foreign work experience as well, so I asked her to help me audit my resume just to see what to add or what to take out, and I was surprised at how much like revamping I had to do. So if you have like friends who have worked in the foreign space before, you can ask for their help to help you audit your resume in a way that is suitable to the Canadian style of things. In addition to that, with your resume, you want to add a Canadian phone number and also a Canadian house address. So I'm speaking based on if you have a permanent residence permit or if you have any sort of permanent status. Do you prefer candidates who have a more permanent status? If you go ahead and put a Nigerian phone address and phone number or a Nigerian house address, they would not call you. So if you have a permanent resident status but you're still in Nigeria or wherever you are in the world, you can definitely put a Canadian house address, just maybe your friend's address or like a Canadian phone number. And I just need to put this out there. If you're planning to come here or if you're like making plans, making arrangements to start this whole process, research has to be your best friend. You have to be able to commit to researching a lot, watch a lot of YouTube videos, go online. There are a lot of resources that you can find that will assist you. Anyways, I did do my research and I found out that you can actually get a Canadian phone number. All you have to do is go and download an app from your Google Play Store or App Store, and this app allows you to receive international calls by just roaming them to your Nigerian line or to your local line. So the name of the app that I use is called Dington. I'm going to leave it down here and you can just easily download it. I think I paid for this service, I paid like just 2,000 naira a month. Whenever I get international calls, just roam to my Nigerian line and I'm able to answer the call. So that would be very helpful for you if you're able to get that and put it set into your resume so it's easier for recruiters to reach you. So my second tip would be to highlight your accomplishments. As a marketer, you should have like different campaigns that you've worked on, these ad campaigns or social media campaigns or generally any marketing campaign that you've worked on. For example, you're a social media manager. How were you able to keep your community engaged? How were you able to cater to the pain points of your customers online? Were you answering to their comments? And what sort of social media campaigns you work on, and how did that relate in, or how did that translate to sales for your company? You need to be able to talk about what your roles were in said campaigns. So yeah, did you lead the campaign? Did you co-lead it? Did you assist? And if so, what did you assist with? What the recruiters are really looking to see is if you have experience. And what better way to highlight your experience than to talk extensively about what projects you worked on. For example, if there's like a marketing campaign that you worked on or a social media campaign, so you need to be able to talk about what the pain points were, like what was the goal for that campaign, why was that campaign set up, what goals were supposed to be met, how did you achieve these goals, what were the problems, and how did you solve them. You should be able to also talk about the results of the campaign. So you did that campaign. What results? Did you meet the goals? What results? Did you surpass it? Did you meet it? Did you not meet it? If you don't want to put that there, I didn't meet it anyway. But yeah, what did you meet your goals basically? In my last job, I used to be a marketing and communications lead, and obviously I spoke on different types of campaigns. There was this particular campaign that I worked on that I was super proud of, and I decided to highlight that extensively in my resume. What I mean by extensive is not like I was writing, like you need your resume to be very concise, right? So let me just point out, how the type of lingo that I used for my resume. So here's an example. Leading a cross-functional team of 4 members, because there used to be like 4 people on my team. So I led them to design and execute digital paid advertising strategies to drive traffic, which is potential travelers, because I used to work in a travel company, to the website, resulting in a 70% traffic increase and 20% revenue increase compared to last year. So that's the type of lingo you should have in your resume. You need to be able to talk about how you were able to surpass previous goals, right? Maybe the goal for last year was like 60. Now you've surpassed it to 70. So that shows that you know what you're doing and kind of have experience with these things, if that makes any sense. Number 3 would be to be super confident. It wasn't easy for me when I was actually looking for a job, and initially when I started, I wasn't the most confident person. I'm still not that confident, but I try my possible best, because I know that in this field you need to be super confident, because times will come when you need to speak at an event. If marketing is your passion and it's what you really do, you have to adjust. I had to learn to be super confident. Even right now, as I'm speaking to the camera, I know that I'm speaking to a bunch of people, and I know I know I'm putting myself out there and people are going to watch my videos. I'm aware of that, but it's just me really speaking to friends. That's how I like to see it. I'm speaking to like friends of mine. And how do I speak to my friends? You need to be super confident, because they want someone who's confident, they want someone who can do the job, and you have to show that you're confident. There's usually a journey during your recruitment process. The first process would be you speaking to the recruiter. So the recruiter might not even be part of the company. They're just maybe outsourced by the company to help them look for employees. If you're not confident or you're not sure what you're saying, the recruiter will probably not call you back. And like some of the questions, when I used to get interviews then, key questions I would say that recruiters really ask is, number 1, tell me about yourself. Now, this is not the time to start talking about how old you are, where you live, who your parents are, how many siblings you have. Please don't do that. You should talk about yourself in relation to the job you're applying for. Talk about your experience. A typical answer to a tell me about yourself in an interview, I would say, would largely depend on the role that you're applying for. But say for instance you're applying to the position of a marketing coordinator or a marketing associate, you can say something within these lines. Hi, my name is Osas, and thank you so much for an opportunity to be interviewed for this position. I'm currently a marketing professional, and I have over 5 years of rich working experience in marketing and communications. So I started out my career as a marketing associate, and I transitioned into a marketing manager, and then I transitioned into a marketing lead. I'm very confident that I have the experience needed to excel in this role. I also have key skills that are needed for this role, one of which would be communication skills. I'm very good at communication, not just in writing and speaking, but also in listening. I do believe that feedback application is very important. You need to be able to hear and apply feedback. I would also say that I'm really good with creativity, because I believe that as a marketer, you do need to be creative to be able to connect with your audience, both online and offline. I have an impressive track record of achievements. My supervisor has praised me in the past for helping the company come up with innovative ideas to sell online and further foster brand loyalty. And the flow can be like that, and it can end with something like, if I'm hired for this position, you'll quickly see a positive return on investment because I make it my duty to have really good work ethics. I am good at delivering the best results, and yeah, that's basically it. So you just need to be able to say things like that and not things that are unrelated to what you're applying for. Don't say things like, I'm 29 years old, I live in Lagos, I went to school in University of Nigeria. Nobody cares about that. They don't care about that. What they care about is if you can do their job, if you can do the job for them, right? So yeah. My fourth tip would be to keep applying and don't give up. Listen, guys, I think I practically lost count of the amount of jobs I applied to. I applied to loads and loads of jobs. I kept on applying because, to be very honest with you guys, let me just be for real with you guys. I'm not even to like scare anybody, right? But you actually really do need a job here because the bills are billing. Okay, the bills are really billing. For you to come here with your currency, your naira, so it was actually paramount. And because obviously, not just that, I wanted also to like have foreign. It was actually my dream to have foreign work experience. I really wanted to see what the like foreign scene had for me. Like, I'd always dreamed of working here, working internationally. So that was part of the goal as well, but obviously more so money because survival first. Just make it a point of duty to apply to at least 4 jobs every day. If you give yourself that benchmark, if you give yourself that goal every day, something will click. So you need to keep applying, you need to keep practicing. There are a lot of resources online. I can link in the description box some of the resources that helped me, both on YouTube and also on Instagram, because a lot of job search Instagram pages that I was following that was helping me. Don't give up, don't despair. It's really frustrating, but joy comes in the morning. So you need to just keep applying and keep applying and keep applying. My 5th tip for you guys would be to build your network. Network is such a big thing here, and I would say it's also a big thing back home too, but it's the bigger deal here. Like, you can get a job from just networking, and so I joined this networking group for girls, for women. It's called the Monday Girl here in Toronto, but they're also like based in Canada, and it's such a resourceful group. I feel like I've not even utilized that platform yet, but it's such a resourceful group. Like, it's a nice space to just feel good with yourself, and it's a nice space to also like meet people, different people from different backgrounds, different walks of life, just helping you grow your career, and also they have like member meetups sometimes. Like, you just meet and like network over brunch or like coffee. You have coffee chats. On the platform as well, there you are also you're also allowed to have like a mentor, someone who's in your field and has been in the field longer than you. Say for example, someone who's been in marketing for like over 10 years. Obviously you want to have a chat to someone like that and see, okay, ask questions like, oh, what skills you think I need, or what is longevity, what does longevity in this career look like, things like that. And when you start building your network like that, you never know like what opportunity can present itself for you, when you're in spaces like that. So it's very important for you to actually network. So I put myself a member meetup, and we're having a meetup, I think April 30th. I'm going to meet like a bunch of girls, different careers, different background. We're just going to have brunch and just network, I guess. It's actually my first time there, but I'm actually excited for that. So yeah, these are things that are new to me, but I'm loving it. I'm loving the challenge, so it's great. So my sixth and bonus points, actually five, but my sixth and bonus points for you guys is to pray. Like, I cannot emphasize how much prayer really helped me in my job search. Like, I used to be so frustrated, and then prayer just, gave me this sort of hope. Like, when I was like just talking to God about it, and he just made me feel like he has plans for me, so I should just not despair. I should just calm down, and it just felt really good. So I would highly encourage, highly recommend that you guys pray. You need to pray to God, right? And he's definitely going to help you. God really has plans for us, and like when you just seek his face, it all just like comes together. So I would say pray. Okay, and that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, if you found these tips helpful. Like I said, these are the tips, these are the steps that I took to help me find my job, and I hope that it's helping for you too if you're planning to come here, if you have a permanent resident status. My next video is going to be, I'm going to resume back to vlogs, so expect a vlog next week as well. But yeah, please let me know if you have any questions. If there are any questions you want to ask me, please leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer each and every one of your questions. But I guess that's it for me, guys. And yeah, I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.